Hi, thank you for being in Develar del Alma. I'm going to talk to you about some of the symptoms or signs that you can get after a rune reading, and that this might tell you that you have a personal connection with your soul. I have written these symptoms for the 7 years that I've been reading runes, and so they are symptoms that usually happen when you make a reading with me. I can't talk about the other rune readers, but I'm going to explain you some of the symptoms that people get when they make a rune reading with me. Something important that I have to tell you before I start talking about the symptoms that you can get after connecting with your soul during a rune reading is that you will always get a confirmation during the session. You're always going to receive a confirmation about something that you have been thinking or feeling. Remember that if you think about something, it's because in a way you have reasons, like reasonable reasons why you are thinking about taking this path or taking the other one or acting in a certain way. But if you are having a feeling, it's more an intuition, and sometimes you can't even explain why you are thinking about taking or making this decision, but you feel you have to take it. And this doesn't mean, if you don't have an explanation why you are thinking about taking this path, this doesn't mean that it's not important. Remember that our soul usually connects to us through intuition. So the first symptom that I am going to talk to you, it's a physical symptom. And this one doesn't usually happen, but it can sometimes happen. And it's physical and emotional exhaustion. Why do this happen? This can happen because of one of two things. The first one, it's because that person is like highly sensitive about energies, so they can feel, it's a person that can feel the energy from another person, or the energy of a room, or the energy of an object. It's important that you know that this ability, we all have it. The only thing is that there are only some people that develop it, or that usually follow their instinct. The second reason why this person that you can get exhausted is because we can talk about a situation that usually has drained you down, that has drained you emotionally and physically. So it can also be a reason why you get this physical exhaustion. The second symptom is emotional lightness. Why? Because the message is going to alleviate the burdens you have inside yourself, and in this way is going to help you flow and flourish. And this will take us to the third symptom, and the third symptom is feeling joy. Why are we feeling joy? It's because the soul is going to give you the message in a loving and caring way, but at the same time is going to give you a direct message. And in this moment, it's important for me to make a parenthesis, and it's important to explain you why this happens. When I give the message of the soul, I try to be as loving and caring as I can, but at the same time I have to be really direct. My sign is Virgo, and Virgos usually are really direct when they know they can be. And my intention of doing these readings, it's not to give you what is going to happen in the future. We get that answer, but it's not what is going to happen in the future. But my biggest intention is for you to start a healing process, and I'm going to talk to you about this in the later. But so I can't disguise the message. I can't disguise it, but I can be as loving and caring as I can. And another thing that is important that you know is that I ask people not to tell me anything about the situation, at least in the beginning. If you want to tell me what happens about that situation or what runes are talking about, you can do it. But the important thing is that you can fully understand the situation through the learning. So this is really important, okay? The next symptom the next symptom is empowerment. Why empowerment? Because you get to realize what you can control. And what you can control are only the things that you can change from your inner self. And when you understand what you can change, because when we talk about a rune reading, and if you haven't seen my video of what happens during a rune reading about the information that you're going to get, I'm going to give you the link in here that you can click and you can see the video. So if you get to understand which things you have to change from yourself, you are going to start controlling the situation. Because remember that we cannot change what surrounds us, but we can change what we feel and how we confront that situation, how we get to see that situation, and we get to fully control it when we understand what's the learning that we have to get from that situation, okay? And the last symptom, and that it will resume all the symptoms that I have said before, is that you are starting a healing process. You are going to feel that. I am not saying that you are going to heal completely. It can sometimes happen if it's not a situation that is that big, or if it's not a situation that it's not too problematic. But if it's something big that is going on in your life in that moment, you are going to start a healing process, because you are going not to eliminate the part of the ego, but you are going to illuminate the ego by understanding, by hearing with love and embracing the situation with love. And in this moment, it's important that you know that I have done healing process since 13 years ago. And I am still doing it, and I really want to keep doing it, because this has helped me being a better person, being a better human being, not only for me but for people that surrounds me. So what I'm trying to say is that you are not going to judge the situation. You are not going to be the judge of the situation, but you are going to start accepting the feelings with love, with understanding, and you are going to enlighten those feelings by accepting them. And the last one, and this is not a symptom, this is something that it can happen and that is external, so it's something that you are not going to be in control with, is that sometimes you can get symbols. It can be either a bird going, like a bird standing into your window, or it can also be a friend that talks to you after the session without knowing what happened, but this person is going to confirm the message. The experiences that I've heard, it's more people confirming the information that you get from the session, or animals confirming it. So these are the 6 symptoms that you can get after the rune reading, and As I told you before, it's only I am talking through my experience. I am not talking through the experience of other rune readers. So I hope you like this video. Please, if you want, you can say that you like the video. Also, you can comment. Please subscribe, and don't forget to click the bell so you can get a notification every time I upload a video. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Facebook by Develar del Alma. I'm going to leave you the link on the description box. Thank you, and see you next month.